It starts like any normal family video. A smiling father, a loving mother, two little girls laughing and playing. A life that looks perfect from the outside. This is Chris Watts, a husband, a father.
I want them.
Just days later, Chris Watts stands in front of cameras, calm, soft-spoken, almost emotionless. He talks about his missing wife, Shanann, and their daughters. He says he wants them back. He says he misses them. He pleads for their safe return. If they're out there, please come home. But something feels off. The words are there, but the emotion isn't. Would you believe him? Because what no one knew at that moment was that Chris already knew exactly where they were. Chris Watts and Shanann shared their life online. Photos, videos, smiles, moments of what looked like a happy family. Their daughters, Bella and Celeste, were the center of their world. Shanann often posted about their lives, their routines, their love, but behind the scenes things were falling apart. Financial pressure, emotional distance, and growing tension were quietly building. And then there was someone else. Chris had started an affair, a new relationship, a new life, one that didn't include his wife or children. On August 13th, 2018, everything changed. Shanann had just returned home from a business trip. She was 15 weeks pregnant. Hours later, she and the girls were gone. Chris told police she had taken the kids and left. But nothing made sense. Her phone was still in the house. Her car was still in the garage. Her personal belongings were untouched. There was no sign she had planned to go anywhere. And yet Chris remained calm. Too calm. He spoke to the media again, standing on his front porch, asking for help, smiling awkwardly, shifting his weight, avoiding eye contact. The more he spoke, the more people started to question him. Something didn't feel right. Police began to investigate. It didn't take long for the story to fall apart. Chris agreed to a polygraph test. He failed. When confronted, his version of events started to change. The truth was getting closer, and the pressure was building. Then he confessed.
The girls are still in the truck.
Okay.
Did they ask you what you were doing, taking mommy out, or?
Yeah, I don't remember what I told them, but they did ask that.
What they say specifically?
It was more of like, what are you doing to mommy?
Okay. All right. And then the girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You mentioned Bella was first. Cece was first. Okay. Where exactly was she when it happened?
In the back seat.
Okay. Was she just right next to Bella?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so once again, was it a hand over her face? Was it?
It was a blanket over and my hand.
And then your hand. Okay. And then so that just stopped her from breathing type thing? Okay. Did she struggle at all?
I don't think so, but I was blocking her face and my hand was right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had one hand here and one hand over her mouth?
And were you just pushing her against the back of the seat type thing? Okay. What was Bella doing?
She was sitting there next to it. She didn't know what was going on.
Okay. Could she see you? Okay. Tell me about what you were thinking.
I wasn't. If I was thinking, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Or had any partial hint of what I feel for those girls and what I feel for my wife, but none of this would have happened, so I wasn't thinking.
Okay. So she's in the back seat. Okay. And then once she's gone, then is it Bella next, or did you pull Cece out?
I pulled Cece out.
Okay, so once Cece's gone, Bella's still there in the car alive, and then you pulled Cece out. What'd you do with her? Okay. So she went into the tank, and Bella was still in the back of the truck alive. Okay. With regard to that tank, did you bring up Cece, put her down, open the hatch?
Brought her up, opened the hatch.
And then put her in. Okay. And then went down to Bella. Tell me what happened there.
said what happened to Cece. First, she asked if it was the same thing, the exact same thing that happened to me as Cece.
Did she ask you that? Okay. So Bella's pretty smart. How did she sound when she asked you that, Chris?
She had that soft voice she always had.
Yeah. And what exactly did she say?
She said exactly the same thing that happened to me as Cece. And then I said, I don't even remember what I said.
Okay.
I don't know if I just said yes, like a horrible person, or if I just put that blanket over her too and did the same thing.
Same blanket, same way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She said, no, Daddy. And that's the last thing she said.
Chris, go and stand up for me. I'm going to have you face that wall over there. Yep, just face it. Lift up your hands. Okay, go and face this wall. Okay, go and face me. Okay, you don't have anything on you, right? Okay, nothing in your pockets? Okay, go and face that other wall behind you. I'm just going to search you real quick. Spread your legs. Further. Okay, turn around and face me. No earrings, necklaces, anything like that? Okay. Let's walk out this way.
This story isn't just about what he did. It's about how easily reality can be disguised, how normal can hide something dangerous, and how quickly everything can fall apart. In the end, Chris Watts was sentenced to 5 life sentences without the possibility of parole, plus additional years, meaning he will spend the rest of his life behind bars. But even with that, it doesn't answer the one question that still lingers. So think about it again. If you were there in that moment, watching, listening, trying to decide what's real, would you have seen it? Or would you have let him walk away? What would you do